Okay, now I have been thinking for a long while about how to set up a way for young children to learn how to use their hands. And I think that string figures are perhaps the best little toy that you can give a young person and help them figure out how they can use their fingers individually, because hands are clubs until you begin to use the fingers. Now, the most important finger, isn't really sometimes not even called a finger, it's the thumb. And the fact that the thumb does this is what makes us uniquely human in terms of all of the humanoid ape kind of creatures. Our thumb is longer, stronger, and we have what is called a grasping ability to hold a tool like an axe and we do this. We can hold stones and at any rate. What you do is that you get the little child. I'm going to try to teach my just 2-year-old granddaughter in Rome when I go to Rome in about a month, and I won't have her stick her little finger so that she knows that there's a little finger and both little fingers. You'll notice this is a very short string. And what I want to have her do is to think about how the thumb can do things. Now, I don't know if she's right-handed or left-handed. My daughter, her mother, is left-handed, and she makes a big deal about how left-handed is really kind of awkward in this world. But I like to think that you can teach someone to be both left-handed and right-handed at the same time, or at least marry the sides of the brain by doing the same thing with each of the hands, fingers, in a symmetric fashion. But you have to be able to start. So here's how I want her to start. I want her to think about the left thumb, perhaps, and put the left thumb down in the hole of the right little finger and pull it back, and before she gets too far, to stick the right thumb up so that she makes a little loop, and then she can hold the thing like that. And what I want her to then think about and to be able to articulate is the fact that this left string is farther away from her than this right string, so that there is a resultant. Then she can go back and do it again with the right hand and then say, oh look, that's nearer to me now, and be able to do that. And then by practicing that and having a little string for a little child, you can begin to have them use their thumbs with agility. Then you can do, with a slightly longer string, but you tend to do it this way, left, left, and you have it so, and you can again reinforce that that's the farthest one. But what you want to then try to get them to do, and this is rather hard for them because now the pointer finger or the index finger is the next most important finger, is to reach back and lift off so that you get a situation such as this. And of course, you do the other way also, and you practice it, and you always reinforce that. And once you've gotten to this position, you can get a real hard lesson, which is to reach over with the thumb and reach under and pull the far little finger string till you get that. And look at that, isn't that something? And then you can Navajo the loops, and you tell the little girl, in this instance, or the little boy, it doesn't matter, that the Navajo Indians use their pincher position to pull this near index string over the thumb on both sides. And then either they did their thumbs that way or they pinched it over, but they got it so that they was able to then put their index in a little triangle, scrape off their little fingers, real hard to do, but you can practice, and turn your hand inside out, and you have 2 diamonds. Now my hands are too big for this string, but a little person's hands will be just absolutely perfect for a string of this nature, and they will not get tired of making two diamonds for a long while. Of course, you can make two diamonds in two ways. You can use your right hand to start it, and everything else the same, and you can get two diamonds. Now, you want to start talking immediately about what happens in terms of left and right. Because let's do a left first, get it in position, and now if we hold this and touch our noses and rotate, and hold this and touch our noses and rotate, and then do everything else the same, reach over and get the far, Navajo the loops, grab those triangles, scrape those little fingers, all of a sudden you get one big diamond, and that's like magic. And of course, if you do the right hand after you start with your left hand, you get 3 diamonds. And if you touch your nose with both hands, you get 4 diamonds. And I will let you explore that possibility and make them for yourself.